This current oil disaster or oil rig tragedy in the Gulf should be a teaching lesson and a learning process. I believe that all activities, people need to plan for contingencies in the inception and come up with strategies to deal with a variety of scenarios. We saw in the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, when Saddam Hussein had lit the oil fields, that I recommended that they cap the burning wells. In other words, come with a big funnel and shut out the oxygen and the fire will out. So the same thing could apply to the Gulf. Now, if they had come with something, a big cover, and spewing hydrogen or some one of these gases in there, or carbon dioxide, not hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and lower it down to the sea level, then it's going to burn out the oxygen, the fire is going to out. Now, at the same time, they say the divers could go at a maximum maybe 200 feet or whatever depth they could go to. You could go down there and cut off a section of the pipe, maybe a whole length, probably about 10 meters, and right away you could start putting a big funnel over it and gradually pushing it down, and then eventually you can get it down. As a matter of fact, they should have a mechanism that they could put on which could be threading the pipe as it goes down. So they start turning it again as if they're re-drilling, and it's going to be cutting grooves into that old pipe so that it becomes whole again. And in the meantime, you could be channeling it out with a hose to get to a big enough hose that you could eventually it's a challenge, but you have to show at least that you're thinking of these contingencies and how you're going to deal with it. As a matter of fact, that I'm not sure what level or what depth the pipe might be broken right now, but if it were that they could get it down to some, if it's maybe about a meter or two above the seabed, then they could get a block of concrete about a ton weight and lower it down with some rubber or something in there so that it could seal off the top. I'm sure that the pressure coming out the earth is not going to be able to push no ton up, plus the weight to the ocean on it. So again, they need to have a weight out at fire, cover the fire over with a big pan, pump some carbon dioxide in there to shut out the oxygen, and then the fire is going out immediately, no problem. Then you go down and you either have under the rig a shut-off mechanism, something that you could manually turn, like those how you open pipes with water. This big cock you could turn like in a tap like in a house, tap it and cut it off if it's lower down. You go down there, you cut maybe a piece off, and you put on a tubing over it, big like a funnel, and gradually get it down and put it in place. And then you could either use that same platform, because if you do that real quick, that platform may not be destroyed. Okay, and so the fire's over, save all this spill, and I'm saying that within a day this thing could be over. It doesn't have to be forever going on if we plan correctly, because the president shows that we need this offshore drilling strategy. We need the oil, and so to show folks that this may not happen again is to come up with a comprehensive contingency plan that will save the day.